All right. Well, good timing. Man. All right. Well, that was quite a thing. Fantastic end to the season. Oh, well, let's see actually how many people get into Proto GT here. 3? What is it, 15 minutes? This is not happening. We're going to do this one. We'll do the next IndyCar session. So those are the 3 things we're doing today. We're finishing off the Ringmeister series, which we just did, whatever, it didn't really matter. I had qualified for this week, and I wasn't really going for a championship, just kind of this one was for fun. What didn't make it to the stream was the me just wrecking out horribly. How's the music still working? Yeah. Me just wrecking out horribly. As I frantically tried to get the stream running again. Hide this old one while I got some time. Whatever, it still is the intro. I'll just leave it up. Who cares? Who cares? So that was the final Ringmeister in the Mazda Pro. Then we were going to do the end of the IndyCar season, which is another almost meme race on the iRacing Superspeedway. And then we'll finish something a little more interesting with Proto GT. So they got 5 guys right now. I think you actually just need 6 to go official, but that's not really worth our time. But another 12 minutes, there might be more guys joining. All right. So we got a little bit of time here either way. So let's look at our stats. Are you sure this is the person who shot you? Where's the desktop? So here are the standings for the championship. I don't know why this row is so long. Why is there no way for me to change that? Oh, that's not what I want to do. There you go. So we're an A-class driver in... How does this work? I guess they do it based on your sports car license, even though some of the cars are open wheelers. That's so confusing. So your division is based upon how high your iRating is. So what am I, Division 3? Yeah. In Formula cars. Division 1 being like the fastest drivers. These are very highly rated drivers. And that would put us in the 3rd division, so like at 2300, pretty fast. It's based, you get categorized at the start of the season, and then regardless of how your iRating fluctuates throughout the season, you stay in the same division until the end. Then it shuffles when the new season starts, based on those changes to iRating. So anyway, there's an overall championship for the series for this Ringmeister, and then there's a division championship. Let's look at those results. And you really do not have a chance of winning that overall unless you're in that Division 1. Like, you just won't be a fast enough driver. But where are we here? 27th, not bad, because a lot of guys do this series. I did not spend a lot of effort, so a lot of weeks I just punched in, basically. Got, like, a qualifying race, and then I was out. So anyway, so there we are, uncompetitive 27th, but that's still kind of surprising considering, geez, only 3 top 5s. Yeah, this is a competitive series. Like, the same guys just grind it out, and the way times work on the ring. Yeah. Anyway, so not great result, but also not really too consequential. Okay. What should we do while we're waiting? Keep an eye on this Proto GT series. Maybe we'll watch the race start or something since we have the time. Let's do a little Daytona practice. Just to kill some time. We've been driving the Audi. Let's keep driving the Audi. I don't know how much longer this car is going to be around, so. Or it'll be one of those zombie cars that no one uses. Like the Ford. What do you call them? GT2. So they're going official over on Proto GT. If it's a dozen or fewer, I'm not even interested. So we're trying to get into... well, I guess let's get into a little bit. So I was just discussing the elements of the championship for Ringmeister. So in HPD in Proto GT, we are competitive. So there's a chance to get some points today that will really affect the championship. And the best way to do that is to get into races with more people. It'll result in more points awarded at the end. And we have a better chance of that in about 2 hours. Oh, you don't want that. Cranium. Yeah, so disappointing that the Ringmeister race. I was bummed I crashed out, but that was basically because I was distracted trying to get the stream running. Would have been a different race if everything worked out, but just, yeah, that sucked. Taking bad time for a stream crash. That is really matters though, so. Shouldn't that Nürburgring race be over pretty soon? You can see how much it crushes my rating. My Formula Car rating is super bloated and overinflated, so I don't really care. And isn't that the one? Yeah, that's like maxed out maybe. When I end up with 5x from that, though, that's gonna hurt. Started the 7th. Is this it? Started 12th, finished 27th. No one wrecked out of this thing, man. That's crazy. There's 0.16 SR, 86 IR. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, because, yeah, weren't we ranked 7th or something? Yeah, crazy. Well, I was not prepared for that race. I paid the price. Jesus, dude, I didn't think wrecking out would hurt us. But yeah, only 4 cars didn't finish the race out of 29. That is unreal. Why do I always get into these races? Every other race I see, it's like half the field's gone. Here, it's nothing but pros. There's only 2 splits, I think, so. We were up in the top with some really fast guys. Apparently some really safe guys. Well, good for you fellas. I guess the amazing part is I'm still at 2284 after losing that iRacing. That's unreal. See, that's how bloated my iRacing was in that license. All right, let's do a couple laps. You know what? I want to check something real quick. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's do it. Who knows? Alright. Alright, guys. See if we can get some fast laps going here. The screen is still functioning, that's nice. Man, I wonder what happened before. Off to a good start there. Oof. Yeah, so I haven't driven this car in a long time. I haven't had a chance to race it this week, but I would like to if I can get comfortable with it. It's so different from all the other cars in this class. He's going into the pits. Oh man, kind of blew the exit there, but still. To do 5 sectors at Daytona, what are they, like 9 turns? The infield is like 3 sectors. It's a little silly. Hey, good morning, Cosmo. Hey, buddy. Hi, you here to help practice? What a sweet pea. What a good boy. Yeah, did you stay warm enough last night? Kind of hard to set fast laps. Old Cosmo standing on my arm. Oh man, I can't believe I screwed up the ring, Mr. Race. What a shame. This car feels so strange. Maybe I'll just go back to the vet and just call it a day with the Audi. Call it a career. Morning, Peach. Yeah, bad sector. All of these are. Just can't get my pace down. Jeez. It's gonna be way up there by the time I hit the line. Something. Oh. Jeez. Oh, yeah, off track. Oh, it's a shame I was hoping to get under a second difference. Let's see what the lap is. Wow, 7 laps. Jeez, I gotta. That's just got lost in here. It's not gonna be as good as last lap. Although no off tracks. Something brutal. Alright, let's see, what time is it? Man, I can't believe I got brutalized on that Ringmeister race. Yeah, that's always how it goes. IndyCar. 15 minutes. We missed Proto GT if we wanted to do it. It's 10 guys, which is not enough, so made the right call there. Let's get into IndyCar. Make sure I'm registered. I wonder what I need to do differently. Check out the pair. The muted game is going. Oof. 2-1 now. Fascinating. Oh, we're gonna have 15 minutes to this IndyCar race starts. Fortunately, that one might be a little boring also, so. Well, not every stream is a winner, right? Hopefully the HPD race brings fireworks. Alright. Well, that'll just be that, I think. Oh, there's your boy. Odd Meriton saying, yeah, this Audi does not seem to be the car of choice this week.
I'm sorry, I had no idea. Oh God! Oh no! There was a car there.
Yes, sir.
Come down, come down, come down.
Okay. Max, a little much. A little much this morning. Wow. I got a few people register. Might be 2 splits even. Eh, probably not. Eh, maybe. It'll probably be 2 small splits. That's my guess. This guy flapping over here. Ugh.
Yeah, somebody rear-ended. Got us all.
Yeah, he's digging through my stuff, so.
I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm driving kind of crazy. I'm trying to learn these cars. They rate a
So
lot.
there's definitely 2 splits, but right now they are small splits. Minimum size.
kind of talk to me on the field. Just one, no, there it is. Okay. What I was saying was this is not the track to judge learning the car on. This track is, kind of a joke compared to that, just hold it wide open.
Are you talking about the big edge?
Ideally, we'd like to see like 40 guys in here, maybe 40 folks.
Yeah, those tips or something else, I think. No, but if you take this to a normal oval like a Charlotte or, even Indianapolis or whatever, the key to these cars are the adjustments. There's 3 in-car adjustments that you really need to figure out. Weight jacker and the 2 anti-roll bars. And they make a huge difference when you're racing on a regular track. You don't need any of it really here, but
Get to hear Jim Cunningham lecture some guy about in-car tools. We got some fat, angry dogs over there. Wow, it's a crazily exciting game.
shit. Alright. First race this week. I've been out of town. How bad is it?
The first part of the race is normally good. It's the last lap that's become chaos. Everyone I've been in, it's always the last lap, last corner.
Oh yeah, I pretty much expected that for us.
Morning, Willie. I can barely hear you, bud.
Yeah, I forgot to pull my mic down. I pretty much expected it for us, at least in the last 100 yards.
Fuel economy?
You can get about 30 laps out of a tank if you stretch it all the way.
Cool. Thanks, Pete. I've been in Atlanta, home of the Fat Girl. Mr. Crotty, you could say that about pretty much any race in this league. That made me like Milwaukee.
All right. Which one win? We got to get rolling with a little less than 3 minutes to go. Oh, this is going to be such a crash fest. I can hear Peach. Make some crazy noise. Oh, that's just barking. Just losing her mind. Damage the car there? Jeez, you gotta be kidding me. I did damage the cars. This like doesn't really matter what I do here. Yeah, look at that time. It's brutal. Oh, I guess, well, it's my fastest lap's going to be in the draft anyway, so it's not a... relative's not really accurate, but even so. 44 something. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oof, yeah, terrible. Yeah, I think the car was damaged. That's the worst qualifying I've had all week. Stupid, unbelievable. Unbelievable mistake. Huh. How hard could I possibly have hit the wall? Weird. Well, whatever. Got nothing for you, pal.
Waiting on the final car to grid. You have 2 additional sets of tyres for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
So just guessing, if you go a full run without any yellows, you probably want to take fuel only. Make sure you put enough fuel in because you'd be behind people and you might come out alone, right? Am I thinking correct?
Pretty much, yeah. It's really calm up until after the pit stop and then turns into a shit show.
Yeah, that's about right. It'll be a great race if the left-headed dogs fall apart.
These guys are spitting truth over here.
But if it stays green, you want to set yourself up with fuel only. I didn't practice pit stops, so I'll fuck that up. Excuse me, screw that. But, yeah. Getting out of the pits looks like it's a little tricky.
So I seem to correct his language there.
As soon as you're
Polite.
in between 3 and 4, just hit your rev limiter, your pit speed limiter to help lock it down, downshifter. It's not that hard. It's actually pretty easy. There's a lot tougher pit entrances in this one.
I get that. I just where my points are so that I can challenge it, you know, save time. You know, you can't let off too early. You have to straight away. You know what I mean? Good luck, everyone.
He was also at one time.
Thought I had a car above me. My bad.
You're good.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Guess a lot of the guys in my row started from the pits. I'm not really trying to push it. This
Yeah,
is
right
classic
about
draft
here is
track
where
where
I
I
get the
don't
pit
care
limiter.
if I'm at the front. The front's
Start
nice if
bogging
no one's
down.
challenging me there. It's a safe place to
Okay.
be, but if
Good
there's a
luck,
fight up there, I'm just dropping back. So. Jeez, what is Will doing? So this is a crazily fast race. These long straightaways and these high banked corners. So you really never lift unless you're behind someone. These dudes can run up and form another row if they want. It makes no difference. Draft trains really don't increase your pace very much, to be honest. The only way to get ahead is if you can break away and you can do like slipstreaming with someone else, like alternating or like leapfrogging. Then you can find yourself with a big edge. But if you're in these big packs, like it's just, there's nothing. Like there's nowhere to go. You cannot break away. So there's no point fighting. It's just going to cause you to wreck. That's why it's a pretty boring race. Hey, Goldfarb, good morning. Whoa. I saw that. I saw that it kept going back and forth. There was 2-1, then 3-2, so it sounds like it was a very exciting game, especially so many goals scored in the closing minutes. In the second part of the second period. Very exciting game. What are we on, lap 4? Yeah, so this is just like gonna be it for at least for if there's a yellow flag anytime after like lap 14, everyone will bring it in, but other than that, it'll just be like this until about lap 22, lap 23. At which point, you'll start to see people pit, but there's no like so much racing to be done, you know. This track is so smooth, it's like glass. There's no tire wear. Fuel usage kind of is what it is. Like you can maybe back it off a bit and save, but I don't even know why you would. Everyone's going to be pretty well behaved here. I think we're all at the point where we're not trying to like cause a wreck in the first 15, 20 laps. People go full, like a lunatic mask off in that second part, though. This dude can go high side if he wants, but there's just no point. What we got up there? The 14 car. Oh, there it is. This guy's side drafting me for some unknown purpose. We just wanted to rig down a lane, maybe. But I don't think that, what is that? Who's behind me? Whatever it is, the Haas livery car. I don't think they're trying to, like, throw it up the inside or anything, so. There's probably not a lot to be defending at this point. Man, yeah, you guys are having an insane season so far, Profari. It's really going fantastically well. If you can get a run super easily, but there's like nowhere to put it, doesn't really matter if you do, you know? If I want to make this 3 wide, it's just greatly causing or increasing the chances of a wreck without really gaining me like, anything at all, so. Like Todd can drop in here if he wants. I don't know, I think he likes running up top. I don't really care. Doesn't matter where he is. Oh. Like, yeah, you can move up if you want. Like, you can move in front of me. I don't really care. Being at the front just means using more fuel. Right, like, there you go. If that's what you want to do, man. So early in the race. Like if this dude really wants to lead, I think honestly the leaders would be happy to let him do so. If they're smart anyway, it would help them save a little fuel. That dude has been at the front for a few laps now. It's burning a lot of his fuel. We're just on the lookout for smoke. Okay, guys, just get impatient, but man.
That's enough playing with it, isn't it? I'll go to the back.
Yeah, LeBron James like finds himself at the front of the pack, and he's like, I don't want to be here. Front tires feel slippery, but they shouldn't be. Usually you bring it in, you got like 99%. Like there's nowhere. So little degradation here. He caught a little bit of the apron. Todd, I think it said it is he hasn't done any driving here when we were doing quality, doing warm-ups. So he's not used to maybe the quirks. It can be a weird place to drive. It's not a difficult track, but it just, that like lip at the bottom, you see there's such a sharp angle there, it really upsets the car when your tires hit it. Yeah, see, when you hit it like that. So he needs to be careful about that.
Oh, now you gotta go. Why are you slowing down so much for?
What's happening up there?
The podium back there is shipping up. All of a sudden everybody starts rolling down. Hell. Sorry.
Jesus.
That's the yellow line.
Take it easy, Taylor. Just take it easy up there, buddy. Lap 12. Okay, so we're getting into the laps where there may start to be some sort of strategy. If there's a wreck at this point, if there's a yellow flag that comes out, you're going to start to see people going to the pits to try and stretch it. In fact, I might be one of them. In fact, I definitely would be one of them. But, we got 16. Yeah, wow, we're saving a ton back here. This is a slow group of cars. Probably not take tires. Looks like we will. We will get to green flag pit stops more than likely. Yeah, Todd wanted to be down here, but the line keeps checking up so severely. It's kind of frightening to drive down here. Sort of hear him on that. Whoa, careful, Will. I was trying to get past the Haas car. I don't like this at all. You're clear, Todd. You can move up if you want. Man, if there was someone in this race I trusted, I would totally have tried to arrange to go in early, come out, and break away with slipstreaming, but I don't. Todd's a nice guy, but he's kind of a lunatic when it comes down to it. Like, he does some really weird things that causes a lot of wrecks, in my opinion. And Will, kind of the same. Plus, I think he's got it in for me because he's got me confused with another guy that wrecked him out a couple of times. So that wasn't going to happen. I don't even know. Wes, no. If I see Wes go in, though, I might follow him. Is he up there in second, third? Yeah, he's up there at least. How many guys are even in this race? 16, 17? Alright, lap 17. Definitely, it's super easy to make it at this point, so... This would be the moment actually to go in if you were planning to try and break away with someone. I think this is definitely going green flag until the pit stops. I don't really know what to do. I don't know who to go in with. I don't like going in with a big group. I like a smaller breakaway group, but we'll see who cooperates. No wreck so far, a lot of discipline in this group.
Come on in.
Will's going in.
That's funny, I was just alongside West by the time.
Oh, I see. So he taught it in the line.
I'm about right up here. I'm just trying to figure out where to shift in the pit so we can run down the fairways, you know? Get the hole. Stepping up.
Yeah, almost at the halfway point. Yeah, you can drop in if you want, pal. I don't really care. Not 20. I mean, halfway through the race at the line. So pitting any time here is totally fine. We're really in the window. Theoretically, we could go to lap 28 if we felt like it.
Pitting.
I'm going in with Wes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, do we have a
This was the group. This is the right group to go in with.
Well, it didn't take my front wing off, so
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Oh! Oh, I did not take tires. Excellent.
We're done. Get going. Inside. Clear inside.
Leader putting this time, putting this time.
I think Will's gonna get black flagged.
Pitting.
you doing, Wes? Yeah, everyone's coming out. Yeah, everyone decided to follow us through. Like, if people had stayed out on the track longer, this might have worked, but or if we had gone in earlier, it would have been the way to do it. But now we're just going to be in the pack, so oh well. Will's got a nice run, so he might take the lead here, but well, maybe this is a smaller group and we can avoid the bulk of the main pack. Let's see how it works out. Let's get organized, guys. Come on. This guy behind us is clueless. I think Steve maybe knows more or less what he's doing. Jeez. I might be wrong about Steve. We'll see.
Richard McMillan, we're gonna have to work together, bud.
We're doing an okay job, so I don't know what that's about.
All right, get a run, and then I'll say hi.
Nah, it's just gonna be a pack. Everyone's gonna come out together. That's a shame. Honestly, we were slower than some other groups, so. The guys I went into the pits with just didn't pit quickly enough. Like you saw, I gained, what, 2 seconds on everyone? I think they all changed tires. And these were my tires when I went in, so I think they'll be fine.
Why are you forcing it? We're trying to catch you, and you want to force it.
Yeah, this is silly. Just, yeah, everyone's going to be bunched now, man.
Oh, that's you. I thought it was a different car. I thought you were losing. My bad.
We might be able to break away from those guys behind. That'll be nice if we're smart enough to, as I said, stay organized. Maybe this is top 5 right here, or top 6 or whatever. It's a lapper in the front. We're passing P2 right now, so yeah, maybe. This might be the group. Come on. Let's ditch this guy. More cars we can just... If we can just line up, guys.
I'll be coming with you.
Yeah, look at this. We're in the top 5, and we're in a nice breakaway group. So I don't know why they're deciding to side draft each other and do a bunch of crazy stuff up there. I think it's to get around this lapper. Frankly, I do not care. 6 is, like, amazing for me. Oh, that guy behind us did catch us. So the group's getting a bit bigger. Oh, is everyone just going to catch us because we're too disorganized and stupid? I'm going to put it on Will. I don't really know why he's up there. Why they don't want to just line up. And West too, like we would have broken away from all these other cars, but now we're gonna have a bunch of people. Yeah, look, we have a pack back there that's gonna catch us. Kind of a shame, so, oh well.
We gotta work on getting big ones. Probably way up on top with a big run. Down the back pretty good. I'll catch you on the bottom.
Yeah, like Will keeps trying to draft out and pass guys, and it's just like, hang loose, dude. Just let us all finish top 5. Like, just let us finish like this. It is what it is, though. Can't have nice things. We are leaving that group behind. We're a pack of about 8, I think. 8, whatever. Is that blue car a lapper, or is he just kind of letting us by? Oh, I guess not. Oh, it's maybe he doesn't have enough fuel and he's just cycling back. You're fine. Barely. Well, cutting it a little close, but. This is a lapper in front of us, in the front of this line, maybe? No, the Haas. Haas is lap traffic. I don't know if we can lock in a top 10. Like, my ambitions are so low. This is why my season results are so poor, but we can get into that a bit later. Yeah, behavior's been fine. Like, they're a little messy in front of me, but no one's doing anything insane. That's nice to see. Like, I felt pretty safe this last, well, been the whole race pretty much. Like I said, this is like not exciting though, from a viewing perspective, I'm sure. It's got to be a bit boring. So they've got the top 3 up there. They're welcome to it. They're the ones that want to fight each other. I just don't care. Wes, I don't know who the Sebastian Tribbles is, but Wes and Will are no surprise seeing them there. That group I went in with Wes and Will, that was the right choice. You just want to go in early, man, and come out with a small group. You've got a better chance of a breakaway. And almost never is it like everyone in that first group. The first group's going to be limited. Then you'll see like a glut of cars kind of copycatting. 7 laps at the line. Excuse me. I don't know what he's thinking. It's Will. I don't know, like, why he's... Said he claimed he got hit, but... Did the guy behind him run into him, that lap car? I mean, you're kind of welcome to it, Alex. I don't really care. Just want to live, baby. Yeah, this guy too. See, this is like, it's so funny. Like people like panic. I just want to guarantee that we stay ahead of this group with P9 and 10. Like, that would be my preference here. 6 laps left, so nothing's guaranteed. Look at, they're catching us too. It's 2 guys and they're slipstreaming. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to be this top 10 pack. As bad enough as it is, we could have been 5. 3 if people had been sort of sane. Don't come down there half-heartedly, man. You want in, get in, but... Man, the big lifts. 7-9, we're fine on fuel. 5 laps at the line. That group's gonna catch us, those 2 guys. Making up like 3 seconds a lap. Or excuse me, 3/10 a lap. That's why these races are stupid. It's just always, it always just comes down to what happens at the end, and it's usually some idiot causing a wreck, so. If you want to avoid it, you can take like a terrible result, and if you want to just like roll the dice to get a top 5, you can, you know, count on taking some X's. So I'm probably going to do the former. get a really poor result. Yeah, you can see those guys are like almost on us. Get a really poor result and then try and preserve my safety rating. You know, at the end though, red mist always descends and I fight for it. So let's see. Yeah, see. That's where you get your 3 wide. So if there's a wreck at this point, the race is over. There's not going to be a golden lap or anything like that. And as you can see, now we're right in the thick of it, so. I think your odds of survival are a little better on the bottom, so that's where we'll stay. Just take what we get. If it's a P8, if it's a P10, at least. Assuming no wrecks, P10's the worst we're going to do. Pretty bad in an 18-man room, but oh well. Oh, I'm ranked 10th. Huh, well, I guess it'd be fitting, so. I don't like that this dude,
Yeah, sorry, Richard. That's good.
this guy Taylor Peacock, just hanging out, lap traffic, that stinks, but what are you gonna do?
That's all right. We might be in the same spot here in the next lap or so.
One more lap at the line. Want to see people get crazy, now's when it's going to happen, so. Oh, that's thoughtful. Probably smart, too. That guy's nothing to fight for. This way he can guarantee his safety rating stays intact. Alright, yeah.
There you go.
Scholarship with the okay. Congratulations, Sebastian.
What, are you dead?
I'm dead, but I'm rolling.
Yeah, it's telling you that.
We gotta check up this week.
Yeah, what the hell happened?
Dead bug.
The 18 car hit me twice. One time
That dude tried to pick up some spots at the end when there was a wreck. And it's like, it was obviously going to be a yellow flag. And it's really dumb to try and just floor it up the inside like that, so. I'm not having it.
Kevin, I think you got the wrong guy. I was nowhere near anyone.
I swear I'm always in the front. and I
No, that
always
was
get
him.
Well, stay out of the front.
Then I go to the back, I'll get wrecked. I just don't.
Catch the pace car.
pulling your lap down pretty much at the back.
Catch up 16 car.
But they're still right in the front like they're not.
Catch up 11 car.
Good job, guys. Good race, North Carolina.
Deal with that at the end. I don't want to wreck. Is that it? Yeah, that's it.
That was interesting. Congratulations, Julian.
Solid work.
Oh, wow, we got a P6 out of that. Not bad. Was that him? Let's double check. You don't want to be wrong about this stuff.
The whiner.
Yeah, he like saw this unfolding, so there's really no excuse. What time is it actually? Got a couple minutes. See if he says anything. Not that big a deal. It's just so see what happens here is if you can get in front. The yellow, what it does is it locks in everyone's position. Uh-oh, is this about to crash? Hopefully not. Yeah, P6, good result, and I did not get any incident points, despite Alex at the end there trying to send it. So what I was going to say is if you, when the yellow comes out, the positions get frozen. So you see a wreck like this, that's, you know that's a yellow. It's on the line, like that is a guaranteed yellow. So it's going to, the positions are going to get frozen in, and that's going to be the finishing order. Like everyone knows that. So what he's trying to do is get a couple positions before that yellow flag comes out. And in fact, it works for him. He gets by this guy. But it's like dropping onto the apron here when everyone else is clearly slowing. Like, look how much slower we are than him at that point. Because we all lifted when we saw the wreck. It's just really dangerous. Yeah, that's absurd. So it's like, it's fine. I understand what he was doing. He ultimately didn't hit me. But, you just gotta, I've seen him in a bunch of races. Like, he knows better than that. So you just gotta call people out sometimes. Not a big one. That was going nowhere, too. But anyway, yeah, it was a good result. So we got a few minutes until we can actually register for Proto GT. So let's get into the background. That's the main event of this stream. So even though we lost the Ringmeister, look at his screen. Like, that's so crazy. He's going so much faster than everyone. Like, he's like braking or lifting wouldn't have slowed me much, but then you look at the cars and how much slower the rest of us who lifted are going. It's sort of it's a pretty like I'm looking at the back of the stream, but it's a pretty like obvious refutation of that claim. So whatever, I'm gonna believe I'm right on this one. Whatever, the guy's fine. I've seen him in a bunch of races. Like I said, he's nuts. What are my race results for that one? Okay, so our safety rating has been taking an absolute bruising, so this is a nice bump up, and 39 is nice. Our I rating had already taken a bruising. Both of these ratings have just gotten destroyed. I lost about 500 I rating, but 500 plus actually this season. 20% or 15% at least of my I rating. We gained about 150 of that back in the last couple of weeks. And then my safety ratings dropped. It's been dropping, but it finally plummeted to like mid twos this season, like the first time I've been in twos. So it's bad. It's a disturbing trend. So this is a nice step in the right direction. So. But that guy ended up finishing. Oh, he didn't get past that guy. That's good. Lunacy. Like he would have seen that accident literally better than anyone else on the circuit. So I'm just not accepting that he's like, oh, slow to respond. Like those of us in front of him knew what was coming. And we got off the gas and had a safe move. I'm glad he didn't hit me. I do appreciate that. So, all right, so let's take a look at the IndyCar standings. This is going to be pretty depressing stuff. good multitasking. Sorry, which were the season? Oh, you're talking about my season results? Well, it's mostly my IndyCar results were really poor, so. I did have some great results this season, but they were mostly in HPD and mostly off-stream. I did have a P2 in the SCC, what do you call it? The SCCA runoffs, which I'm actually trying to make a video of. Oh, no, I'm not even that concerned about it. It's just one of those things. It's more like with IndyCar, the community is so small, and you typically tend to like try and get your beef out during the race. But I'm just thinking it over in my head. It's one of those situations you learn from. So anyway, so what are we at now? So we're Division 2 in IndyCar because we have a pretty high oval rating. So we started the season over 3,000 iRating. So I wonder if we'll be Division 3 again next season. I guess we'll see. But yeah, we're 98th. Oh, Brandon Trost, that guy's fast. Glenworth is second. Nice. I like that guy. Robert Belichick is 5th this season. That's crazy. I wonder if anything's going to change during the strength of field this week. But we're Division 2. So let's look at our division standings. 41. So that's really not good. We're used to being top 25. First front page at least. But I have just had a brutal season. Look at this. So I had 2 top 5s all season out of how many starts? Why are my stats all jacked? Yeah, why can't I see number of races anymore? Oh, there it is. 18 starts. So I did not do a ton of races, but I only top 5s into those 18 starts. Oh, geez, what am I doing? Where's OBS? Bad streamer. There we go. All right, so here we are. So you can see this is, let's go back and look at the overall. Yeah. I just got him up there, buddy. So we're 98th overall, which looks okay, but the thing is seriously? I can see them on OBS. There you go. As you say. Oh, here, let's answer some of your earlier questions too. Sorry. Yeah, the 4-2 victory. Awesome. A season is a quarter of the year, so it's typically 12 weeks, but this is a 13-week season because they're making up for like leap years. But there's 4 seasons a year. Oh yeah, you figured it out. So anyway. Behavior was incredible in that race in the first part, but you saw it just like, it's so inevitable. Like, what did I say at the beginning? Like, it's just a lottery whether you die. Will was just driving so poorly all race, man. I didn't want to be anywhere near him, and unfortunately, he was like top 3, so. A P6 was pretty incredible, though. Anyway, so let's get back into these stats. So we're 98th overall, but we're Division 2, as I had mentioned. And let's get into the Division 2 standings. 41st. And it was rough, man. Let's just say, here's the top 5s. Obviously, no poles, no wins. A low number of laps compared to the leaders in the division. So the thing is, it's like if I want to, I've really hit a plateau, iRating wise, and just skill wise in IndyCar. So if I want to advance beyond where I am, I think I really need to focus on this series for a season or 2. And also even maybe go to like the Discord and seek out some information on how to use the in-car tools, because I think there's like, there's not too much more I can do to increase my speed. Tiago is a kind of a depressing 14th. Yeah, these are guys I race against all the time. That was spice. I see this guy in races, in road races too. So there it is. That's going to be our season wrap up, because we're not going to do any more IndyCar races before the end of the season. So that's it. I didn't focus on it, so I'm not like super broken up about the results, but it was kind of eye-opening. A couple weeks ago, I had a bunch of wrecks, and I was like, geez, I'm really not that good at this anymore. I need to like I need to get my focus back if I want to go anywhere in ovals. So we'll see. Maybe season 1 and up until like the Indy 500, I'll focus on getting down with the car. Yeah, I'm thinking about the point where I'm not gonna, like, without intentionally tanking, I wouldn't lose too much more iRating than I did. So like I said, it's just a plateau and a bit of a slump at the end of the season, especially. So these things happen. All right, we need 4 more minutes, then we're going to join Proto GT, and we should get a decent-sized race. Maybe we should get into that now while I have some time, because it's already going to be pretty late in the morning when I'm done with this, so. Cranium. Series stats. Okay, so what you'll notice here is I'm Division 3. I'm actually 13th on the overall board. And if we go to Division 3, this is a bit of a mix of D2 and D1 guys. That's unusual, but it's the nature of this particular series. But let's go to the overall, or excuse me, let's go to the Division 3 standings. And you'll see that I'm in 2nd place here. So we're looking for actual hardware in HPD, because this is where I was focusing this season. I did all but a couple of the weeks. Like, they were scoring on 9 weeks, and I think I did 11. So the way this works is that they only score your top 9 weeks for the season, or normally your top 8 weeks, but with the extra week this season, it's different. But normally, yeah, your top 8 weeks, they take your best race, and you get the points from that. And that's how your score is calculated. It's more complicated than that, but that's the basic outline of it. That's like an easy way to understand it. And if you participate in more weeks than that, it just takes the top scores. Like, it takes the top race from your top 8 races, or in this season, 9 races. Excuse me, not 9 races, but your top race each week for 9 different weeks. For your top 9 weeks. There it is. So if you get to 9, basically the last couple of weeks I've just been trying to beat my lowest point value and add to my total. So we can do that again, but it's honestly going to be hard to bridge this gap. This is 37 points, and that would basically require me to come in first in probably a race that would be too challenging for me to actually do that without some incredible luck. So it's going to be really tough. So we're actually looking more to defend this P2 from some of the guys that are coming up behind. But we actually look pretty... Wait, where is it? Division 3, there it is. We actually look pretty good to do that. So this is going to be the last race I do in this series this season. So hopefully I add a few points here. We'll see. But I'm pretty excited with where this shook out. The only regret I have is that I didn't realize this was happening until, like, Holton Park a couple weeks ago. And if I had thought the championship was a realistic possibility, I think I would have really focused and done a lot. I would have tried to do some more competitive races early in the season. But yeah, I look pretty good for 2nd place. And honestly, if it's not first, then the podium is fine, 2nd or 3rd. So we're just trying to we want the hardware there. We just got a little certificate from iRacing, and the most important thing in this game is getting that precious PDF. So obviously that's the most important thing. So doing a few seasons of Proto GT has really paid off, and it kind of makes me feel like maybe I have some kind of aptitude in prototypes. you know, you put enough time into something, you just kind of want to feel like maybe you are halfway competent at it. So that's some nice validation if we can get this P2. So let's see. I think my high point total here is my high score here is 79 points. So if we can somehow beat that, anything above 79 goes into just gets added to that total, basically. All right, back in a sec. Never do I unmute. Perfect. Weird. Okay. How long do we have? 20 minutes. I really don't need that much warm up. Uh-oh. Oh, got a tire in the sand there. Oh, no worries, man. Yeah, Laguna, this is a good track for me, so kind of a nice sign, you know? Positive feeling at the end of the year. This is one of the first tracks I really learned to drive, especially in a fast car, so I think that there's still a lot of improvement to be had, but I feel relatively comfortable here. Oh, beautiful. Oops. Terrible. Huh. Yeah, this is going to be great. All right. So the way races work is that if you have more people with a higher ranking, then the points awarded, the championship points awarded at the end of the race are higher for each position. You know, first place will just get more. And for most series, it's like, well, for the really popular series, it's kind of, it's not as important because there'll be a lot of races during the week where the points available for someone at your iRating are near the maximum. You have a lot of chances. Like if you get first on like a Wednesday at 2 p.m., it's going to be the same as if you do a race at Friday at, 10. But the series Proto GT is a bit different. For series that have like limited popularity, like limited participation, there's a lot of times during the week when the races aren't even eligible for points period. Oops. I need to focus. there's a lot of races, times during the week where, you know, the races just aren't eligible. There's not enough people participating in them. So the people that like to do those specific races form these small communities, usually around like a Discord. And in fact, that's the case here. This community has, this series has a Discord. That's where I get my setups for this car mostly. And they like arrange certain times during the week, like a handful of times, depending on how many people are involved, when they all agree to participate in a race, so you get more people with a higher skill level and thus more points. So the people that participate in those, what are called strength of field races, usually have access to more points. So the guys that are like the championship winners, they're always there, right? That's when they do their racing. That's how they get a lot of points. Like the better and faster you are, the more likely it is that you're involved in those. So anyway, most of the guys that do this series are, I think, from like England or the, what would you call it, the British Isles, or at least in Europe. So the strength of field races tend to be at like noon on weekdays when I'm at work, and I can't participate. So I do my racing. Ooh. I do my racing in the evenings and stuff when there's less participation, and so the points that I have access to are typically not very high. That's one reason also why I probably will not be, I don't know if I'm going to be racing this series again. Because of this sort of like the weird smallness of the community. The fact that these cars aren't really used in any of the special events. And like I want to put more focus on Indy. So this might be the last time I do this series for a while. That's okay though. Jeez, not too many people registering. That's not a good sign. I thought this was one of the strength of field times, actually, was this weekday. That would be a huge letdown. I don't know what I'm gonna do if this isn't if this race doesn't go official. Whoa. Tried to get through there without even downshifting. It did not work out great. Oh, why am I having trouble with the braking to that corner? That hasn't been an issue this week. Good setup, yeah. 5 guys. I think you only need 6, did I say, for this to go official? It's like if it goes official at all, I might just do it. A bit anticlimactic, but like I said, it was going to be kind of a stretch to increase my points total anyway, so yeah. Be a good chance to build some safety rating, I guess. I don't know. Turn in a little earlier there. Yeah, I think there's definitely downshift there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oops. Yeah, well, I do like small communities. This one is fine, you know. But it's more, yeah, it's not the community really. That's not the problem. It's just the kind of the inconvenience of participating in the series. That's a result of the smallness. It's not the participants' fault, it's just the fact that there's not more people, so. And participation used to be far more limited until whenever it was 3 seasons ago, they added the HPD, the prototype. That brought in a ton of people, and it causes like way more sessions to go official. But there's hardly any GT1s and barely any Fords. Often no Ford GT2s. Oftentimes one. I think they might have a 1 strength of field session on like Fridays. There we go. It's a halfway decent corner. Oh man. Whoa. What happened there? I guess the session's gonna go official for whatever that's worth. Wow, really hooked it around the bottom of the course here. That exit there, I guess. that going to shake out? Ah, 113. Nice. Oh, someone left. It's not going to happen, man. This isn't even going to be an official race. What a letdown. We're going to have to find something else to do with our time. That's such a bummer. I am so sorry. What a flop of a stream, man. Let me look at how much time do we have? Oh man, everyone's just bailing. Oh wait, according to this, there's 6 people again. That's all? I swear to God, I thought it must be, maybe it's a... We're not extending the stream that long, that's for sure. So what else starts? I mean, what could I be even ready for at this point? I could do IMSA, the Daytona that we were practicing. I don't really want to. There's only 2 people in that. Like, what the fudge? No, there's 80 now. Okay, well, that makes a little more sense. Oh, is it because there's a 2.5-hour enduro starting? I think everyone's doing that. That's a shame. It's like a full rain, and I just don't want to do that again after Monza last weekend. That disaster. There's only 4 guys doing Carb Cup at Monza. This might be it, dude. This might be a stream that I absolutely bury. It's going nowhere quick. I mean, I guess we got a P6 in IndyCar. Like, I don't know. I guess that's something that happened. Is there like a Dallara dash? No one's going to be doing that at 10. 100 guys doing the GT Sprint. I mean, I guess the option would be fixed IMSA at Daytona, but I don't really... There's 6 guys. I guess we'll just do this and get safety rating. It's going to be boring, but I mean, it's a thing that'll happen. Yeah, kind of a shame, man. I mean, whatever. Like, what? Who am I disappointing here? So I'll do the race and we'll do it on stream, but it will mean that it'll be basically impossible to top the points I already have for this week. But maybe it'll be a cheap win. So the one thing about, well, I guess I've got a second here. The one thing I forgot to mention, during, if I do desktop, does that come to the front? No, I have to pull it above iRacing. There. The one thing I forgot to mention when I was doing the series recap is that I have 4 wins. 22 top 5s out of what, 28 races. Like, my stats are crazy. I don't even know if I have this many wins in road races, period, like, aside from these. Like, I don't know if I have 8 total wins. I have so few wins. So this is amazing that I got so many wins this week. I got a win at Monza, one at the Nürburgring, I won at Alton Park, which was epic for me. And I don't actually remember what my other win was. Perfectly blunt. I would have to go through back through the season. 7 guys. Please all stay in the race, please. Yeah, we just need 6. Let me look at the series schedule. The win at Monza was awesome, but also like ludicrous. I did not win at the Red Bull Ring. I did not win at Mount Panorama. I did that race. I didn't win at Road Atlanta. I did win at the Nürburgring. What if I won a race at... Oh, I did win a race at Daytona. I remember because I had to start from the pits. Due to like a setup thing. And the field was super weak, man, and I just carved right through it and won. Was that a long race, or was it a normal one? No, the long races would have been Monza and Spa, right? No, it was Road Atlanta and Spa. They should have done Monza, in my opinion. Well, I guess that race gets kind of boring after 13 laps anyway, so probably the right call. 7 guys still. So it looks like we'll get our race. Maybe we'll get some SR out of this. But I guess the feature is now the IndyCar race, which was pretty... I don't even know what to say. I found it a little dull, but it had an exciting ending and a funny argument. Isn't that really what this channel is all about, to my dismay? This is one cluster of a stream. All right, let's join our race, Golfari. You know where I should have spent my time at the end of that IndyCar race is recapping that wreck, because that looked like those two cars just exploded when they hit the wall. Like, that was a no-doubter that they were just done. That was a wreck and a half, man. They took each other out, and there's pretty much everyone else was in the race. I don't think that was definitely the first yellow of the race. I don't think anyone else wrecked, so I think they probably came in last from like P3, P4, whatever they were at when they wrecked. Wild. This album is not my favorite, but this is a pretty relaxing song. I like this. Drum machine and a sax. What else do you need? Let's do this. Smoke them up. Yeah, I was saying earlier about, or I had started getting into like F1, man. Like, what is happening this season? That is like the most aggro, like tense, annoyed sports league I've ever seen in my life. Like, the thread is just like someone dropped a burning torch into a, you know, puddle of gasoline. It's unbelievable over this conflagration. And I'm just like, the series is too, excuse me, the season is too long. The series has sort of gotten a little soulless and weird. The stewarding is weird. The FIA is like, please don't go off. Super janky. All the drivers seem mad all the time. Big fan of the sax, bro. Danny Ricciardo, maybe it's for the best. Got out well. I could. Same as Cyril. Do you remember how weird Cyril was when he was the, what do you call it? Principal for Renault, and like how stressed he seemed and how different he seems as the manager for Hyundai WRC, you know. I think he might be running the WEC program too, because Hyundai's coming out with the car in 2026 and 27 for the WEC and for IMSA. I don't know, but I think he might be heavily involved with that program, so he might be the team manager for their, maybe at least for their Le Mans team. I think that'd be pretty cool. WEC is so, like, the vibes are so much better than Formula One. Even less aggro than WRC. Everyone's in a pretty good place with each other. I'm kind of like overshooting the line. Well, I got another lap after this one. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I'm going to want to understeer, excuse me, in every corner. Let's focus on lap 2, yeah? So much for that safety rating. There we go, much better. A little more conservative there than I needed to be, it's fine. Oh, look at this. Kind of a bad corner, but still a decent lap overall. Where does this put us? Ooh, in the 14's gross. Brutal. Oh man, Stephen Morgan's gonna dominate this. SR it is. SR race it is, Kolpari. Yeah, he came off as like, he did not come off well. I guess my first exposure to him was Drive to Survive, so that's like doubly unfair. Because F1 puts you in such an awkward position, and then that show just focuses on your worst moments. It's not healthy. Yeah, I know your feelings about F1. Are you interested at all? We've talked about Hulkenberg before, so I'm sure it's no impact, but I kind of want to see how he does at Audi. Although Audi, that team is weird now too. Like, oh god, I have to admit that when I think about Formula One right now, it's like there's not a lot of like really truly positive things about it that come to mind, you know. And I know your feelings. I know you stepped back a while ago, and you know, if I was to advise, I would say this is not a good time to come back. If that's the question that's being asked ever. Yeah, Cyril came off terribly in Drive to Survive, and Formula One just seemed like it was not mentally... It wasn't healthy for him really at all, so... Yeah, people needs to be more like circumspect about that show because like it's so heavily edited, you know. Whenever that becomes a component, it's difficult to use it to judge someone, especially someone's character, you know, or their behavior, because it's going to be so the context is going to be totally changed. Vettel ain't coming back, man. Good for him, I say. I wish he would do endurance, but it doesn't even seem like he just is. It seems like he's a little done with racing, maybe? I didn't like that he was on Aston. I don't like that team at all. Friggin' billionaire plaything team. How many guys we got? We got... This is funny, there's no GT1s, but one of the Fords decided to do an SR race. So if you're the only driver in your class, but it goes official because there's enough cars in another class, you are not eligible for an I rating change, but your safety rating is impacted. So if you just take it real easy and get a perfectly clean race, you can do some safety rating building this way without any threat of iRating damage. The more you know. Yeah, I watched DTS when I came back to Formula 1, so I watched the first 3 seasons, and I was like, this is great. And, like, you know, honestly, it was a little more vibey. Like, it was a lot of Danny Ricciardo, although even him, it was, like, showcasing his worst characteristics. But it was really useful to get up to speed with who the back of the grid were. Like, the only person I knew was pretty much Lewis Hamilton. Everyone else, you know, except for the people that had somehow were like holdovers from the Schumacher era that were running teams and stuff. I don't know anyone. But once I got through those seasons, I was like, I'm not coming back to this. Like, I'm going to watch the races. But this is like not a good, like, I don't need to know anything more from this series. Like, yeah, it's not, I got a real greasy feeling from it. Okay, we got the right setup. Laguna Racing. Let's do this.
One lap to green. Line up on the left side. Closed. Pit road is closed.
How much DTS did you watch to get the full first season? Oh, God. These dudes are both in the 112s in qualifying, so that's where they're at. I could do 13s. I was disappointed to not get a 13, and that's my level, so it is what it is.
Everyone's gridded.
Does that mean? No. No. There. Yes, thanks. I don't need fuel. We should be fine there. 5 in case there's some sort of fueling error.
Catch up 2. Car.
First 2 seasons, yeah. I liked Claire Williams, although the show made her come off as pretty bungling. I felt sort of like I was watching, what do you call it? Oh god, what's her, why am I blanking on her name? Oscar-winning actress from The Favorite. I felt like I was watching a comedy series with her, but you know, that's not a good way to look at like real people, right? Like that's a 2-dimensional way to look at people who have lives and like stuff on the line. So once that becomes apparent, it's maybe less fun. So what I'm hoping for is that P1 and 2 just wreck each other, because they are driving erratically, to say the least. I mean, these guys are clearly so much faster than me that it's not even funny. Sam, I have no idea how fast he is. Oh! Jesus. I guess I should catch up here. So the race is about to start, so this will be about 20 laps. 22 maybe, if we don't wreck. And we are looking for a possible podium, I guess, would be best case scenario. Well, best case scenario would be a win if these two dudes wreck each other, but a more likely scenario is a podium. my best corner, but it's alright. Man, the tires are still not up to temp. After a full lap, that's wild. Jesus. That was fair. Come on. Let's pull it together. First couple laps on cold tires, it's always a struggle. But the car really starts feeling, excuse me, the car really starts feeling good from this point on. It's kind of a rhythm. Just the entire field. Yeah. All on one relative. This guy's just a little quicker than me. Let's see if I can find some more time in one of these laps. Oh my god.
The leader is running 12.812. Go left, right side.
What was happening up there, man? Worked for me, though. 115s, these laps are not good. You want to get as close to that bump as possible without hitting it. Otherwise you have to lift off like I just did there. Jeez, I could be doing way better here. Oof. Avoided the off track somehow. That was incredible. Just keep bringing him down. It's okay, not great. Those two dudes at the front, man, are just so long gone. That's wild. Wow, no off track? Weird. Yeah, I just lost a ton of time there. Oh well. Look how far ahead we are on the guy behind us. terrible having to lift out there. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it like I was earlier this week, but that's okay. Doing 114s is fine. What's a corner? Wow, I can't believe we're catching up to this guy already. There was left 12 men. This race is just flying by. About halfway over right now.
Clear on the right.
Suspension explodes. Yeah, no mistakes from the guys in front of us. No surprises there. None of them seem like they're really being pressured at all. Yeah, just don't have the pace. Low 14s though, consistent low 14s is what you like to see. Oh man, I just saw it before it happened. I was heading right for that sausage. That sausage curb on the insert. Please, please, please. This one I'd rather lose a little time. And not get that off track. Not that bad, boy. This dude in front of me is 10 seconds up. I don't know. I am where I am. So it's like out of the 20 guys that should have showed up for this game, the 3 that did are the ones that were going to beat me anyway. Wow. In a race, that's wild. Now, how much harder can I push here, man? How much harder do I want to push? I don't want to take off tracks or wreck. Ever big. Super deep there. On the gas too soon. Oh, we've caught up to the GT2 again. It just feels like a practice session, you know? Terrible. Let's get out of here. Let's clear out, boys. Is P1 so far ahead that he's behind us? Is that what's happening? Oh, come on. Prediction, we get no safety rating from this. In a race that was virtually pointless to do otherwise, for any other reason. Yeah, P2 is 13 seconds off the lead, and that guy, for me, is, like, ridiculously fast, so... 30 seconds behind us. Jesus, that's wild. It's like 2.5 seconds faster than us. But they're averaging over 20 laps. That's nuts. 2.25, whatever. Oh no, the GT2's in the pits. Oh, rip. Dude, he's almost in the 111s. Filthy times. I wonder how much I'd have to work specifically on this car. Track combination even to get into the 112s, yeah. This race is almost over, by the way. White flag next lap, maybe? He's getting closer. Incrementally closer to an 11. Wow, that guy's slow through the corkscrew, baby. Oh. Oh, I'm getting this, like, weird, dirty air behind him. Actually, we got a couple more laps left. I guess I didn't remember how long it was from last time. This will be it. 25 laps, wow. Well, it's a little bit of practice on Laguna. Nothing ever wrong with that, right? Learn the track a little bit better. Oops. Oh, of course. Last lap for no reason. God damn it. Well, my SR is not a huge problem at roads, so that's no big deal. The important thing was the over race, and we got it done there, so. Okay, well, here it is. Pretty middling results for end of season. For what we were hoping for.
There's the flag. It's over.
Just pull over into the... Yeah.
Nice run. Solid.
I guess, crew chief. Normally I'm mad at you for being, I don't like how abusive and mean you are, but in this case, like, I don't know, like, that was a race that happened. Just like no wrecks, really. There's nothing interesting. I'm just... It's a season, buddy. GG, thanks, man. Yeah, it's, it was still a race, even if it's not, it wasn't a barn burner or anything, so. So, that's where we're going to stand. Hopefully we can hang on to P2 in the championship, but if not, then P3's, a little more secure. We just have to see. We just have to see who does what. We lost 12 points there. What were our championship? What's 48? The winner got 109, which actually would have been season over indeed. The winner got no, excuse me. The winner got 120, which I believe would have actually put me above the guy, the P2 player. The next season should start. Next week is week 14, normally what would be week 13. And then season 1 of 2025 starts after that. So it actually starts in 2024, but it is what it is. So, I'm not sure what we're going to do. I need to look at the schedules. If for some reason the schedule, like I don't own many of the tracks for GT3s or anything. and I own like all the tracks for Proto GT, maybe I will take a serious crack at the championship. But I tell you what, when you try sometimes with these things, it just doesn't seem to come together. But we'll see. We have to see 2 weeks from now what we're gonna do. But what's more likely to happen is that I'm gonna do IndyCar and focus pretty heavily on this for like 50% of my season effort, and then the other 50% will probably be on GT3s, because I realized if I'm going to be competitive in endurance races, like I need to really understand those cars a lot better. So I just looked at the results. We did get a little bit of safety. We got 0.06. I just could have been better. Everything about that could have been better. So I don't know. There's a chance that I might run another race tomorrow. It won't be on stream, and I kind of like that's probably going to be it. You know what I mean? For all three, I'm definitely not doing another IndyCar race because I think those are so stupid. Those, did I talk about that? That's not a real track. That's everything on iRacing is scanned. Like these are laser scanned tracks, except that is one they made from scratch. So it's like super smooth surface, and it's kind of just a boring draft track. I don't know if it's more fun on NASCAR or what, but it's not. It's not great. For me on IndyCar, it just seems silly. But we did our race there. We finished our Ringmeister. That's kind of fun. I guess there's a chance I'll do another Pro Mazda. I wasn't actually really feeling it too hard this go round. We definitely are not doing Ringmeister again next season. So the most, I think even doing 3 series, this may be a little much. So it's probably going to be 2. So it'll probably be IndyCar ovals and either the GT3 Sprint series or one of the IMSA series in a GT3, depending on schedule. So that's likely what's going to happen. And aside from that, I'm not really sure what the plans are, video game wise or racing wise. I mean, that's going to be iRacing. The Team Penguin's getting super fired up already for Daytona, which is still like a month and a half away. But definitely that's going to, I mean, it's the first big endurance event on iRacing of the year, and we're definitely doing it. So that's going to be the first big thing to look out for on the calendar. I'm not doing any rally clubs or anything as of right now this year, so I'll be able to just focus on that guilt-free. And there's a chance, so they're releasing the Acura NSX GT3 in season 1, so there's a good chance we're going to use that in the race. I'm pretty excited about that. The Audi at some point is going away, and the NSX I think is really the closest thing to it. So, yep, they're chilling. They're all doing pretty well. In the winter is when a lot of guys come back. Like they have other stuff to do in the spring, summer and fall. Summer and fall especially, but we see everyone come out for Daytona, so it's going to be great. At least that's my understanding of what I've been with the team a year. I set any records this morning? No, not one single car did I set a track record or a lap record. Yeah, WRC's dormant. F1's going to be done after this weekend. Endurance is long over, so it's going to be the cold December of our lives. This is when I play non-racing video games, I guess. I'm going to be playing the Legacy of Kain, the Soul Reaver remaster that's about to come out. That's what I'm going to be playing in a couple weeks. So anyway, next week we're going to do one of two things. It's week 13, which I always like to do a stream of, but there's also an endurance race. I think this is production cars at VIR, maybe, or it's Suzuka in GT3. It's one of these two. So I might stream that if the team does it and if I participate. So I'll keep you posted though, bro. It's nice to have you on. I'm glad your team won. Man, they are just dominating this season. It's so good to see. But I'm glad they won. Glad they scored a bunch of goals. Oh, Parker's playing Grand Theft Auto. Shocking. Yeah, I love Legacy of Kain. I've been slowly trying to play through all the games, but I've only beaten the first one so far. It's taken me so long to like acquire the others. I was about to post my game purchases in the Discord, but I got distracted and never actually did it. I should put those up. So, but yeah, Legacy of Kain, R-Type Final 2, And just talking about it with Matt. Oh, RoboCop, which I believe you just played. Take these gloves off too. New gloves to celebrate the end of the season. Yeah, it was really hard to get the first one on PC because that was a PlayStation 1 title. I think I actually ended up... I did get a copy of it, but never actually played it on PlayStation. And I ultimately ended up playing like an emulated version or something like that, so... But I've acquired most of the other ones on Steam, just finding the time to play them, you know. I even had an unremastered, the old version of Soul Reaver, but... Oh yeah, because Matt said he bought it, yeah. Do you want to? We'll just coordinate that through Discord. Maybe we could stream some of that. You can make videos too. You did that before. Yeah, I would love to play with Matt and you. I don't want to play with randos anymore. I don't want to do that. So, but I would 100% play with you and Matt. So, keep me. Yeah, let's. Like I said, let's talk in the Discord about that. And on that note, I am going to take off. Enjoy your weekend, but we can definitely talk in chat, especially about games. I'll see if I can post that list, get some feedback from everyone. And for anyone else that happens to watch this video, hope you have a great day, and I will talk to everyone later. I will talk to everyone later. Bye.